Psalm 119. Happy are they with integrity. Happy are they with integrity of the way, the walkers in the Torah of Adonai. Happy are they who keep God's testimonies, with whole heart they seek God. Indeed, they do no wrong. In God's ways they walk. You have commanded your precepts to observe very much. I implore, may my ways be firmly set to observe your statutes. Then I will not be ashamed when I look to all your commandments. I will give thanks to you with uprightness of heart, with my learning laws of your righteousness. Your statutes I will observe. Do not forsake me endlessly. How will a young person keep her way worthy? By observing as is your word. With all my heart I have sought you. Do not let me stray from your commandments. In my heart I have treasured your word, so that I would not sin against you. Blessed are you, Adonai. Teach me your statutes. With my lips I have recounted all laws of your mouth. In the way of your testimonies I have rejoiced as above all riches. In your precepts I will converse and look to your paths. In your statutes I will delight. I will not forget your word. Deal generously with your servant, that I may live, and I will observe your word. Uncover my eyes, and I will look at wonders from your Torah. A sojourner am I on the earth. Do not hide from me your commandments. Shattering is my spirit by yearning for your laws at all times. You have rebuked the proud who are cursed, who stray from your commandments. Remove from me scorn and disgrace, for your testimonies I have kept. Although authorities have sat together, of me they have spoken. Your servant will meditate on your statutes also. Your testimonies are my delight, my mentors of counsel. Cleaving to the dust is my spirit. Enliven me as is your word. My ways I recounted, and you answered me. Teach me your statutes. The way of your precepts let me understand, and I will converse of your wonders. Dissolving is my spirit from sorrow. Sustain me as is your word. A way of falsehood remove from me, and with your Torah grace me. A way of faithfulness I have chosen. Your laws I have placed before me. I have cleaved to your testimonies. Adonai, do not shame me. The way of your commandments I will run, for you expand my heart. Teach me, Adonai, the way of your statutes, and I will keep it at every step. Give me understanding, and I will keep your Torah and observe it with a whole heart. Guide me in the path of your commandments, for in it I delight. Incline my heart to your testimonies and not to gain. Turn away my eyes from seeing vanity. In your ways enliven me. Fulfill for your servant your declaration, which is for those who fear you. Turn away my scorn, which I dread, for your laws are good. Behold, I have yearned for your precepts. In your righteousness enliven me, and let your kindness come to me, Adonai, your deliverance, as is your word, that I may answer my scorner with a word, for I trust in your word. And take not from my mouth a word of utmost truth, for in your laws I have trusted. So shall I observe your laws always, forever and ever, and I will walk with expansiveness, for your precepts I have sought. I will also speak of your testimonies before kings and will not be ashamed. And I will delight myself in your commandments, which I have loved. I will lift up my palms to your commandments, which I have loved, and I will converse of your statutes. Remember a word for your servant, through which you have given me hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, for your declaration has enlivened me. The arrogant have mocked me endlessly. From your Torah I have not inclined away. I have remembered your laws of old, Adonai, and I am comforted by them. Burning indignation grip me because of the wicked who forsake your Torah. Songs of praise have your statutes become to me in a house of my lodging. I've remembered in the night your name, Adonai, and I've observed your Torah. This became mine, for your precepts I have kept. My portion is Adonai. I have declared that I would observe your words. I have pleaded for your presence with a whole heart. Be gracious to me as is your declaration. I considered my ways and returned my feet to your testimonies. I hurried and did not delay to observe your commandments. Bands of wicked have surrounded me. Your Torah I have not forgotten. In the middle of the night I will rise to give thanks to you on account of your laws of justice. A companion am I for all those who are in awe of you and observe your precepts. Your kindness, Adonai, fills the earth. Your statutes teach me. Good, you have acted with your servant, Adonai, as is your word. Good sense and intimate knowledge teach me, for in your commandments I have believed. Before I was afflicted, I erred, but now your declarations I observe. Good are you and good making. Teach me your statutes. Pinned upon me are lies of the arrogant. I, with a whole heart, will keep your precepts. Thick like fat is their heart. I, in your Torah, delight. It is good for me that I was afflicted, in order that I might learn your statutes. Better for me is the Torah of your mouth than thousands of gold and silver. Your hands have made me and set me in place. Give me understanding that I may learn your commandments. Today, they that are in awe of you will see me and be happy, because for your word I had hoped. I know, Adonai, for just are your judgments, and that in faithfulness you have afflicted me. May it be pleased that your kindness comfort me, as is your declaration to your servant. Let come to me your tender compassion that I may live, for your Torah is my delight. Let the arrogant be ashamed, for with a lie they have defamed me. I will meditate in your precepts. Let return to me those who are in awe of you and those who know your testimonies. Let my heart be undivided in your statutes, in order that I not be shamed. Fail is my soul for your deliverance. For in your word do I hope. My eyes are failing for your declaration, saying, when will you comfort me? For I am like a skin flask in the smoke. Your statutes I have not forgotten. How many are the days of your servant? When will you execute on my pursuers a judgment? The arrogant have dug pits for me, which is not according to your Torah. All your commandments are faithful. A lie, they pursue me, help me. Almost they consume me upon earth. But as for me, I did not forsake your precepts. As is your kindness, enliven me, and I will observe the testimony of your mouth. Forever, Adonai, your word stands firm in heaven. For generation to generation is your faithfulness. You have set in its place the earth, and it stands. For your judgments, they stand this day, for all are your servants. If not for your Torah that I so delight, then I would have perished in my affliction. Forever I will not forget your precepts, for with them you enliven me. For you am I, deliver me. For your precepts I have sought, for Me, the wicked, have waited to destroy me. Your testimonies I will engage to understand. To every purpose I have seen an end. Exceedingly broad is your commandment. How I have loved your Torah. All the day it is my conversation. Beyond my enemies, your commandment makes me wiser, for eternally it is mine. Beyond all my teachers I have gained wisdom. For your testimonies are my conversation. Beyond the elders is my understanding, for your precepts I have kept. From every evil way I have restrained my feet, in order that I might observe your word. From your laws I have not turned aside, for you have instructed me. How sweet to my palate is your declaration, more than honey to my mouth. From your precepts I gain understanding. Therefore I hate every way of falsehood. A lamp to my feet is your word, and light to my root. I have sworn and will maintain to observe your laws of justice. I am afflicted very much. Adonai, enliven me, as is your word. Free will offerings of my mouth, please accept, Adonai, and your law teach me. My soul is in my palm always, and your Torah I have not forgotten. The wicked have set a trap for me, yet from your precepts I have not strayed. Your testimonies are my heritage forever, for rejoicing of my heart are they. I've inclined my heart to do your statutes forever at every step. Double talkers I have hated, but your Torah I have loved. My hiding place and my shield are you. In your word do I hope. Turn aside from me, evildoers, and I may keep the commandments of my God. Uphold me as is your declaration, and I will live. And let me not be shamed in my expectation. Support me, and I shall be delivered, and I will occupy myself with your statutes always. You trample all who err from your statutes, for false is their deceit. Dross you have discarded, all the wicked of the earth. Therefore I have loved your testimonies. Shuddering from fright of you is my flesh, and of your law I am in awe. I have done law and justice. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Guarantee for your servant for good. Let not the arrogant oppress me. My eyes fail for your deliverance and your declaration of justice. Do with your servant as is your kindness, and your statutes teach me. Your servant am I. Give me understanding, and I will know your testimonies. It is time to do for Adonai they who have violated your law. Therefore, I have loved your commandments above gold and above fine gold. Therefore, all precepts, every one I consider upright, every path of falsehood I have hated. Wondrous are your testimonies, therefore my soul has kept them. Opening of your words illuminates, giving understanding to the simple. My mouth I opened wide and eagerly swallowed, because for your commandments I longed. Turn towards me and be gracious to me, as is your law for lovers of your name. My footsteps make firm by your declaration, and let not rule over me any wrongdoing. Redeem me from the oppression of a mortal, and I will observe your precepts. Your face shine on your servant, and teach me your statutes. Streams of water descend from my eyes for those who do not observe your Torah. Just are you, Adonai, and upright is your law. You have commanded justice by your testimonies and faith greatly. I am undone by my zeal, for my foes have forgotten your words. Your declaration is exceedingly refined, and your servant loves it. Young am I and despised, yet your precepts I have not forgotten. Your justice is a justice everlasting, and your Torah is truth. Trouble and distress have found me. Your commandments are my delight. Just are your testimonies forever. Give me understanding, and I shall live. I have called with a whole heart. Answer me, Adonai. Your statutes I will keep. I have called you. Deliver me, and I will observe your testimonies. I arose early at dawn and cried out. For your word I hoped. My eyes precede the night watches to meditate on your declaration. Hear my voice as is your kindness. Adonai, as is your law, enliven me. They draw near, pursuers of loathsomeness. From your Torah they are distant. Close are you, Adonai, and all your commandments are truth. From earliest time I have known of your testimonies, because for eternity you founded them. See my affliction and rescue me, for your Torah I will not forget. Argue my argument and redeem me. Toward your declaration enliven me. Distant are the wicked from deliverance, for your statutes they do not seek. Your compassions are many, Adonai, your law enlivens me. Many are my pursuers and my foes. From your testimonies I did not lean away. I saw betrayers and was disgusted with them, because your declaration they did not observe. See, for your precepts I have loved. Adonai, your kindness enlivens me. Ahead of your word is truth, and forever is all law of your justice. Princes have pursued me without cause, but your words prompt fear in my heart. I rejoice at your declarations as a finder of abundant spoil. Lies I have hated and abhorred, your Torah I have loved. 7 times a day do I praise you, on account of laws of your justice. Peace is abundant for lovers of your Torah, and for them there is no stumbling. I have waited for your deliverance, Adonai, and your commandments I have done. My soul has observed your testimonies, and I love them very much. I have observed your precepts and your testimonies, for all my ways are before you. Let come near my song before you, Adonai. As is your word, give me understanding. Let come my plea before you. As is your declaration, save me. Let my lips utter praise, because you teach me your statutes. Let my tongue echo your declaration, for all your commandments are just. Let your hand be for a help to me. For your precepts I have chosen. I have longed for your deliverance, Adonai, and your Torah is my delight. Enliven my soul, and it shall praise you, and let your laws help me. I have strayed like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for your commandments I have not forgotten.